Motor vehicle accident involving two vehicles, a small sedan and a van. We have two patients queried trapped within those vehicles, and query at least one of them may be deceased prior to liftoff.
This time, Angel One's flight paramedics are Rumbo and Gliso. These guys together have so many years' experience that no job ever seems to faze them.
202 on the way. Flight attendant's about half an hour off or a bit less now. Just confirm, 2 persons still trapped, 1 person deceased, is that correct?
214, did you copy that? It's actually Medford Road, not Morphers Road.
Copy that. Road.
Morphers is only about 15 minutes away.
Been told that there's been a head-on collision between two vehicles. We have quite a lot of people seriously injured in one vehicle, and we believe there are 2 patients deceased in the other vehicle.
All operations, Westpac 1's landing on scene this time.
Take 1, thanks.
It's unbelievable. The helicopter basically is a time machine. It just saves so much time as in transportation.
Just coming up on the nose now. Westpac 1, we're preparing to land now. We're probably happy where we are. Rising very into the rear. Right, clear to go.
We believe now that we have 2 patients deceased in one vehicle and at least 5 to 6 patients in the other vehicle, including a number of children.
We've got 3 kids here that'll all have to be transported.
Yep.
One has to be on a bed, the other 2 can fit.
Right.
2 adults there that'll have to
So when you're heading to a head-on collision, the mechanism of injury becomes a vital concern.
Yes, they all got out of that van. The 3 kids. The youngest little girl was found on the floor, but she slipped out of the belt somehow.
So what are their injuries like? They're pretty stable?
Yeah, neck pain and the oldest girl was knocked out. She's got neck pain, so we'll have to get on the bed.
We'll see how many we can take. We might have to take some by road, but we'll take the worst in the chopper, mate.
Condition where you have 2 patients deceased in the scene, then you know that there has been a very high speed impact. And
What's the legs like?
more so the chances of high injury
What's the legs like?
in the other people is quite high.
You want to take that one? Initially it's quite difficult because you're making decisions in a split second that's going to affect the patient over the next 20 to 30 minutes. Saw there?
Rumbo's patient is Joy, an elderly 82-year-old grandmother.
She's an elderly lady that's taken a fairly big impact in this vehicle. What we're concerned about is her pelvis, lower limbs, and with her age, any sort of chest injury she may have.
While Gliso is helping her husband, Alvin.
Thanks, Marty.
They have chest injuries, potential for internal injuries. Level of consciousness has been compromised somewhat.
There are 3 generations of one family injured at this scene, with Nan and Pop the most fragile. 3 of their granddaughters and daughter have also been injured and have been looked after so far by the local ambos.
Conference with the helicopter crew. We can load 4 patients on a litter system, and we'll triage out of the 6 or 7 patients we've got. We'll treat the 4 most serious patients. Just some beds, mate. Just some beds. We've run out of stretchers to get them up here. 4 patients we're going to transport back. 2 adults were backseat passengers. A young child who appears to have some abdominal injuries that slipped out of the seatbelt. We're a little bit concerned about the child who has a bit of a hard tummy and some seatbelt trauma across the abdomen. We also have a 16-year-old that has some memory loss and a contusion, so we're a little bit concerned about her as well.
The crew have started loading Angel One with its precious cargo from our accident at Morpeth.
We've got 4 patients now that we're going to take by helicopter. 2 other children will be going by road.
5 are morph on board, Panamaxlon, fluids are up, she's got IV access. Most critically injured adults, and we've got a couple of children we've got concerns with.
3-year-old with a tummy injury and lap sash.
Hello, Olivia. I'm Peter. Okay, you're going to come back in the aeroplane with me, okay?
I view it from a different perspective, more so chaplains at the time to lend some comfort to people.
16-year-old's got a head injury with some retrograde amnesia.
They've all got GCSs of about 13 to 14. They've been administered morphine for pain relief. The luckiest services in Australia flying the 412s, where we've got it set up where we can take 4 litter patients We're probably the only service that actually does that, and as you can see from the scene here, it's been very efficient the way we can load the patients. We've got access to them to be able to treat them en route, and we can get from this scene and get our patients to John Hunter Hospital in a matter of minutes.
Liv? Darling?
Tend to be a little bit anxious when they're loaded into helicopters.
I'll be with you. Olivia?
We've learned to deal with our own children, so we just superimpose that over these young kids and treat them as though they're our own.
5 minutes flying. Won't be long at all, mate.
It'll take 4 people from the one family, 4 generations actually. I'm really happy that we're able to assist this family. My heart is going out to those people that have just lost their 2 boys in this tragic incident.
You've spent a hell of a lot of time concentrating on the people that are alive and you've got to treat, and then you get a moment where you look back over the scene and you really feel for the family of the 2 young occupants of the other vehicle that are deceased. There was basically nothing anyone could do for those 2 young boys, but the trauma that the family must go through and feel is horrendous, and those sort of moments stick in your mind where you look back from an aircraft and you wish that the whole scene could have been different.
Our extended family from the Morpeth accident survived many differing injuries and broken bones, but are all well.
I'd like to say thank you to the Westpac Helicopter for the care they gave me and for getting me here so quickly. And I'd also like to say thank you to John Hunter Hospital for all their care.
Thank you, helicopter.
Thank you all.